Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today absolutely mind-blowing Grixis. I know it looks good, but it just went 6-0 on ladder, and we won all of the games, and okay, there might be one loss in this 6-0, but after the video, after you watch all of the games, I promise you, you will agree with me that it's a 6-0 deck, and we will prove it. And to be honest, half of the games were my opponent just absolutely scooping in despair, so this deck seems to be doing some crazy, emotional damage, basically. I will be honest, guys. This deck felt amazing. It played amazing, and it was so fun. And we ranked up like crazy. So I think you will like it. You wanted Grixis? Here it is. Enjoy the show. You are subscribed, right? Of course you are. You are watching daily. So why wouldn't you? Alright, let's go into games. Oh, guys, and for the first game, the audio got a little bit of corruption, something like this. I realized it after I finished playing the game, and I thought about recording different games, but this one was so epic that I really wanted you to see it. So I hope it will be bearable, but if you don't like the audio, you can just fully skip the game. The rest of the video is in the normal quality, so you can just skip ahead. I will mark where it ends. But yeah, it was a really good game, so I think it might still be worth it. Right, we're going first, and we have Rakdos, Patron of Chaos. Let's start with this one, I think. Well, those are some taplans, so our early game will be a bit slow. And okay, that's nice. That's a good draw. So we can Celestus on curve. This seems to be a control deck or a slower deck, like a mid-range. So I don't think Torch the Tower is good enough. Man, Surveil is so good. Like, it helps so much early game. Alright. I still want Celestus. Even if they have a counter spell, I need to take the risk. And they seem to be having it. Alright, they had counter spell, so... Still hurts. Like, not gonna lie, it still hurts. I mean, we kinda want the robbery, so I will take as many lands as possible. We basically need lands every turn, and we need to catch them off guard, steal their cards, and go from there. As always, robbery, just trying to carry me. And let's make sure that we fix our next draws. Not sure if I take another land. Probably would love something. Like, I might still draw a land. So we just go with this. Emperor, here we go. Okay, Memory Deluge is actually not the worst. This will be harsh. A Memory Deluge on curve is very scary, because they will get all the answers faster than we wanted them. And they will also curve out better, so that will make playing robbery between their spells a bit harder. We wanted them to cast it a little bit later, so then we can already use 6 mana or something like it. Yeah, they will curve very nicely. Well, not a very good draw. I think we might use 1 robbery if they cast something. Like, we don't have too much value. Oh, this is only 2 mana spell. I'm not risking it. Like, casting it for 3 is already not the greatest value, so I cannot risk getting countered as well. If they activate the birds, we have 2 answers. This is actually pretty good. They really want to keep the Anchorages. And we are not casting into open mana. Man, I need them to tap out somehow. And they will have more lands than me. So that's a problem. I don't see how they tap 6 mana on 1 turn. We will see. Oh, that's how? Be my guest, my friend. If you want to play rough, we can. So, we draw 4 cards, our opponent draws 3 cards. Well, those are decent cards. Man, if we need to resolve the Rhyme Breaker. They might have farewell, so it maybe won't end the game, but it will be a problem for them. And we have nice lands, so that will help. Already, That's so bad.
Phyrexia showed me the truth. Flesh.
This is the tempo. This is the tempo they got. And normally
Every last thought to
we could maybe untap and have negate open, you know? We also have our negates. And they're thinking about demolition field maybe? If they tap out fully, that's actually good for us. We can draw 2 cards with Rakdos. Alright, they still have the open mana. However, now we can ensure this works, because we have negate as well. So even if they have a hard counter spell like Dissipate, like we are getting our value. Alright. And we are keeping it. This is one of the best cards. Man, like this robber is outrageous. So we not only mill them with Realm Breaker, but we also accelerate our mana. Something we absolutely need. Man, okay, sure. Okay, so this is important. Now he went to combat phase. This means he cannot activate the other ones. Like, he can? Well, okay, maybe not. Whatever. We will kill it, alright? We are killing it. And if he activates the second one, you can counter, go ahead. If he activates the second one, he's fully tapped. Also, we save the mana, just in case. Yep, he wanted to counter it. I have to say, I didn't appreciate the anti-counter spell synergy, but the long goodbye seems pretty decent so far. Oh, and we start. You like me? He likes milling. You know? He really likes not getting milled. Alright, but that means more lands for us. I heard you like anchorages. Alright, we also have Jace. So I could resolve Rakdos. I absolutely could. Do you think he has Planeswalker removal? I think there is a chance he doesn't. We could go Jace and we have 4 mana, so Negate and Realm Breaker. This really seems pretty good, huh? I could draw 3 cards. You don't like your Jace? So we have 2 ways. We can either be defensive. I honestly think that being defensive is better. It's very hard to mill them. I don't super need those 3 cards. And having Negate open is huge. And this is the best card for the matchup that they just used. I can just keep milling them, you know? It's 3 or 4, I never remember. 3, so 4 cards a turn in total. I mean, it's 16 turns just with this, and now we can negate it. Hopefully they don't have another counter spell. See? That, and we are more vulnerable to Jace than he is. So going counterspell for counterspell on Jace's is way better for us. And we also get more stuff, so our robber will be way stronger. I think we still have 2 in the deck. I need to be careful with this, because I actually don't need so many cards. And let's collect all the... Man, the Realm Breaker is doing some work. Also, this is insanely good. Man, I could just try to hit him with Robber. I don't think he has counterspell, man. But he is under the pressure. I would love to play Landman, but we cannot. And I also would love to play Voltstrider, but this 3 mana is 3 extra cards. So at this point I probably don't want to use it, you know? 4, 7. I could go Memory Deluge. Let's go. I don't really need it. It's mostly for, you know, baiting counterspell or something. That's good. That's actually good. So they will draw 2 cards, and we can go absolutely insane robbery, and don't forget, they're exiled, they're not in our hand, which means we can have a lot of cards, and they will stay forever, man. Man, this will be a pretty epic game. Absolutely negate, and Jace, right? I would love to hit a land as well. My turn. Man, Realm, he's not happy about this game. We still have some lands, so we are guaranteed to hit even if we whiff. And I mean, you know, we're getting there. We are getting there. How much do you think he can mill us? Because I can mill him like crazy. 3, 6, 8. Let's check if he has mana based counter spells. So far not a single one, but he's playing quite a lot of hard ones. And very often you play double dissipate, double negate, so that would suggest he has one counter spell. Let's count our robbers. I think we still have one at least. 2. Alright, I think we can waste one. So we go 3, 6, 6. I think it's okay. It's not perfect, but look, oh my god, Stone Brain. If I had mana, I would actually play it right now. Let's go with launch. We should be okay on the lands. So this is a surprise. He doesn't know what we exiled. Man, if I had one extra mana, I would just play untapped land and just Stone Brain all the Jaces. Alright, here's Mirex. A little bit scary. Man, it's... I will tell you, man, it's so fun to play with both of our decks. Like, with Robbery, every game is super unique, just because... Oh, alright, that's good. Demolition Field, absolute... Man, I'm stealing everything from him. I stole the Rainbreaker, which starts to steal all the lands from... This is so mean. I love it. Let's use... Oh, and we are stealing his Mirex as well. Like, basically I'm playing his deck right now. So, it's only Jace, right? 3 of them. He probably has the 4th one. Let's fight. I don't think we... Really? The one land I needed, he instantly taps it. No, that will hurt. Alright, this might be the last Dissipate. This is important. I really want to resolve it. I hope he doesn't have more. It could go wrong if he has another counter spell. Alright. Go away. Stop countering my stuff. Alright. So he should know his deck. So it seems he has another 2 mana counter spell and he tried to find it. And we are going for it right now. I'm not sure what exactly he's playing except Jace, but I still think Jace is the main win. Oh no, man, it's so good. How could I forget the Perfected Mind? When I saw the Arcane Strategist, it reminded me Historic, and my brain just got confused. Alright, they had Dissipate. They decided to not use it. Alright. I didn't know that I won't be able to look the library. That's bad. I wanted to check the library. So we know they have Get Lost. We could mill them with Jace, and we are guaranteed to resolve it right now. I think it's good enough. We need to be aggressive. And knowing that he has Get Lost, Alright, it also gives us some lands. So, the point is that with March we can spend one of this mana from Mirex on the Anchorage. Perfect. And we still have 2 mana for, Rainbreaker, most likely. You want to attack? Nah. Man, he must be so unhappy. He's literally fighting against his whole deck. And we are stealing everything, man. They can counter it, but then we follow with Long Goodbye, and they waste the best card of their deck. Also, after milling so hard, look at this, we are already even, and he doesn't like milling. He was playing 80 cards, I think. So exactly to never lose to Mire, and he still is losing to Mire. To be absolutely fair, maybe we should also include Realm Breaker, because in this kind of matchups it just performs great. However, against Mono Red it's probably, you know, less amazing. And I don't think it's a rope. This is actually a very important decision. He needs to decide how he wants to win this game. But to be fair, like the map tokens aren't very good. Is he rage quitting? Don't tell me that's the case. To be fair, he has very good reason, man. We are killing him with his own Realm Breaker, milling with the Jace, and we used his Stone Brain to get rid of his Jaces. Like, we are using every tech he has in the deck to not lose Mirror, so he loses Mirror. Like, guys, I think he's roping. You know, let's make sure that he's here. If he's alt tapped, you know, the icon should blink. I believe when you see emote, it blinks on, you know, yellow. And it seems he actually is roping. Alright, let's cut the video. I can't. This is the most evil deck ever, guys. Indeed, we actually got a full rope of our friend N7 Skok, and he seems to be extremely unhappy, and I kinda can relate. Man, this was so evil, and I don't even feel bad. Alright, we are going first. We have man, the Tryon makes huge difference. Like, after playing Jeskai, you can absolutely feel the difference in the mana base. But, you know, Jeskai has Helix, so there is that. And our opponent is playing his small little smarty creatures. We have a lot of removal. We need to hit 4th and 5th land. Oh, it's a pirate deck. Alright, I didn't expect this. Is that the Tomb Goblin? No. Alright, we need to be smart about our removal. We would love to get there. Here it is, here it is. And they want to Smorky Smork. This hits basically everything in their deck, so I think we use one or go for the pros. We should be, you know, it should be easy to find the targets. Alright, good draw, but we need to keep hitting lands, because I really want to play this. I really think this kind of stuff is worth it. Like, those two is basically one card, so when we, you know, answer both of them, it's kinda nerdy, like, going 1 for 1 fully. I can take 1 damage. And let's see if they play. It seems they want to play something. They didn't activate the map token for some reason. Alright, I mean, we're doing good removal, but no lands. Alright. That explains it. I should know. This should be an obvious play, but I just didn't think about it. When they leave 2 mana open, I thought they were scared, to be honest. So we go with this one, right? This should hit their whole deck. Alright, empty board, no creatures, that's what we like. No artifacts, so they cannot glyph anything. And they might be in some problem. Or in some trouble, should I say. Man, the grammar on this channel is atrocious. Oh no, this is insanely good card. This is probably the best pirate, man. Like, a creature that draws you a creature, that draws you a creature, that draws you a creature. They will create the whole board out of this one creature. And because I'm mana screwed, I cannot play my cards very well. We can ignore the word on this one, so long goodbye can be a little bit better. I think we take... Man, please land, please land. No! Shuffler, don't do me dirty like this. Don't do me dirty. So this cuts the damage in half. That's a big difference. So instead of, you know, having 5 turn clock, we have like 9 turn clock. And that should give us time to start for the land. Can I please draw my land? Shuffler! Come on! We're nearing 1/4 of the deck. And I'm not playing 12 lands. It's way more. Way more. Alright, 2 damage a turn is acceptable. We cannot allow more. Land. Thank you. Alright. Alright, this is super important. It's interesting they don't play this. So they expect to have a target for it? I will play the robbery. I just need to keep hitting lands and I don't care what cards I hit as long as there's one land. Robbery is so amazing to keep healthy, you know, growth. And because every deck plays lands. Here's the land. Alright, mine is better. Mine is better. And we are getting to a stage when we actually really have a nice situation. I will use this at the end step and then play Malcolm. Also at the end step. So they think they can sneak more damage. They have like some creatures with haste, so we cannot go too low. Perfect. Kinda perfect, I guess, because well, Malcolm is not amazing here. I think we maybe wait until the board is clear. Let's draw some cards. I should play the land in case they have something. We decline respectfully. And honestly, we can cycle it. Let's go with the Mantai. So they will probably hit our face. I think we can... Okay, this is pretty strong. So I will play Malcolm as well. This way we can, you know, trade. So he needs a removal on top of this. And very likely he doesn't have it. Alright. Frenzy? Alright. That's something I did not expect. They will loot probably a land into graveyard, right? Exactly. You know, we know our stuff here on this channel. So, do I want to exile something? They already hit two of those and double Malcolm. I definitely want to sweep here. Negate is useful. I think this is still the turn, and we need negate mana. Let's go for the evidence. I don't know what we will go for, but we'll go for something. Outrageous. We should win this game. So, this is probably their best draw, man. Let's go for it. We will also see the hand. Kumano, huh. Because they can chain the value. Theoretically, they can do one card and play into another card, into another card. So, 3 cards potentially if they're extremely lucky. I think it's worth it to get rid of this option. And I should check the deck. I never do a good job with it because I'm too focused on like commentary. I will counter it. It's super annoying. It goes around counter spells and we are at 8. It not only hits our face, but also has haste attack, so we need instant speed removal. So it was super worth it. Especially that he's down to 1 card. I think we should hit something. And finally, Voltstrider, showing some might. Maybe, but not this turn. I don't have the mana. I need 5. I have to cast one goodbye. Any frenzy? No. You know what? I will decline. Respectfully. Because it's a ward. Here is the Tomb Raider, but this is something we can you know, hit with this. And we'll cycle double Xander's launch, so we can get some value. We should... I think we are winning this one. This is a good situation. Do you want to attack? Also, it's not a creature, so he cannot use anything against creatures unless we activate. And let's see what trick they have up their sleeve. And we can go Torch the Tower. Oh, right, this is important, because we can cast those spells, so that's important. How do you work exactly? You can cast, so we can go for X. Let's go Robbery. Explosion. And goodbye. We can exile more. And that's good enough. We have so many cards that it's not a problem. Really? I expected a combat trick. Maybe they have some sorcery speed? Alright. They don't seem to have anything, so I will tap fully. I tell you, man, this deck just makes them absolutely hopeless. Alright guys, we're going for... I have a good feeling about this one, and I would love to use Rakdos. Like, you need the right spot to cast him, but when you do, man, oh boy. Man, what's up with the control right now? It's fine, but a bit weird. Didn't expect it. I should probably... no. So I don't have Dissipate and I don't have Blue Land, so I cannot draw both of them at the same time. I would love to not draw so many Rakdoses. Please don't counter it, I really need the land. Okay, that's perfect. That's so good, man. Alright, let's start. And he has some removal. He has Get Lost. Yeah, so he has Get Lost, but we already got the value, so I'm happy with it. But Jace will die at the end step, unfortunately. Go. Yep. Still, we got the value. We mill. And we see a little bit of our opponent's deck. I just need to hit lands, man. Okay, thank you. Gods of magic, thank you. And last turn he didn't have a counter spell. No way, he drew it. Or maybe he had 3 or maybe he has Dissipate. No way, man. So we can decline, but the problem is that we actually still mess the land. That's insanely bad. If we miss like one more, I think it can be just too late, man. He knows we are desperate. I need to do it main phase, because then I can cast a play land. They will dissipate it, right? Okay. I hit land from his deck. It's not looking great, to be honest. Yep. This is something we would love to come. Look at our hand. Double Deadly Cover Up, double Rakdos. We have 3 of those and 2 of those in the whole deck. And we instantly drew all of them. And the other side is 1 mana removal. Like, the draw is honestly pretty awful. Even what we stole is anti-creatures, so... well, it's going as bad as it can. But Sloth, there are no creatures. Well, you are kinda correct. But this is the fun part about Deadly Cover Up. I think we go for Memory Deluge because it instantly gets rid of one of their highest value cards in the deck. We could also go for Jace. I don't want to check his graveyard because maybe he will miss, you know, what's going on. I don't think so, but there is no risk in trying. Is another person rage quitting? Man, this deck is actually like scooping everyone. I think we ended every single game with our opponent roping. So, I mean, we are doing something really good. Like, no joke, every single game that I have played is just a salty rage quit scoop rope. Like, every single one of them. Man, it worked. Memory Deluge, yoink. Do you have any in the library? Oh, look at you. I also see the hand. Double Dissipate, double No More Lies, and 1 Disruption Protocol. Man, they don't have much. Triple Smite. We both have the same horrible hand. Look at this. Double 1-drop, double 1-drop. 2-drop, 2-drop. Sweeper, sweeper. But we have more cards. So, right now our opponent has no Memory Deluge in the deck. Man, this... I've never seen a deck that makes everyone scoop one after another with the most salt ever. So this deck is something else. Alright, let's cut the video, I guess. And here we go. Is that explosion? Or our turn? Alright. Guys, I just realized, have you ever seen a control deck salty, scoop and rope to a sweeper? That's the first one. They actually completely, you know, gave up after seeing a sweeper. And this is what I was talking about when we discussed the card. The fact that it also hits control is insane because it's not a dead draw anymore. Right now it was our win con. And yeah, without Memory Deluge they cannot outvalue us really. Alright, opponent goes first. And we have ill-timed explosions, so I think it's pretty okay. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. We go with launch. Yeah, we kinda can draw any cards. We probably want to hit a bit more value. But let's get rid of the tap lands first. We definitely don't need more lands right now. Man, Surveil is insane. Absolutely insane. Such a good card. Huh. Alright. Two ways to play this. Either go Jace and hope they don't have respawn. I will risk Celestus. Oh, they always have it, don't they? I don't remember when I resolved Celestus against Control on turn 3 last time. Oh, that's not perfect. Do you also have a card? Well, this is such an important card, man. I think we need to kinda play differently and probably hit Robbery for some card advantage. Okay, this is a huge hit. We exiled it, so we basically hit Memory Deluge twice. Let's see, if they are good at magic, they have another. If they are bad at magic, they kinda don't have anything. Alright. Cycling. Good for them, good for them. Still 3 mana open. We could go Robbery. We could draw cards. And by the way, you guys were right from the comments when I played for the first time. I thought you have to discard, but you can just use it as a draw 2 cards, which is absolutely awesome. So I can mill him and draw some cards. I think we robber them, you know? If we do it on the next turn, that's more cards. I think it's decent. Whoa! Oh boy, this is decent, alright? This was very decent. We just stole 2 of his counter spells, man. And he's just cycling those revelers like crazy. Alright, we need to have counter spell ready at every moment. And I think we create some pressure. So, I could go for 4 mana. And draw a card. If that's a land, that would be perfect and insanely good. But if I mess, it could be absolutely horrible. So I think it's still worth it this way. We have more Jace, we exile a lot of cards. You can see that we're already, what, 6 ahead? Rakdos can be very nice, but we need to hold those counter spells. Man, stealing opponent deck never gets old. And they know. Man, this deck is absolute scoop maker. Like, we're halfway to Mythic just by our opponents scooping in despair. I'll tell you, it might seem random, but when he had discountered and we drew extra cards from his deck, he knows that he's in horrible spot and he probably won't recover. And he's probably having full hand of removal. Alright, so opponent goes first. What about our hand? It's okay, but on the draw, it might be too slow. We might die. It all depends what is the opening. Oh man, this is insanely good draw. This just accelerated us by full turn. Alright, well, good. We're getting there, you know? We just need 1 land, and I think we should be fine. Just 1 land. And guys, I told you we are in a very good spot, and our opponent is like, yeah, bro, like Sloth is outplaying me so hard. I need to, you know, get to the new game. I don't know, man. I guess they risked hitting 3rd land and they didn't, so probably that's the case. Alright, guys, I want to win this one, so let's check our hand. This is okay. You know what's wrong? We're on the draw. That's the only bad thing about this hand. Alright, no 1-drop. Already decent. Yes, this will be a very good card. Those colors do play creatures. And here's the creature. Here is the creature. We need to play it smart, because we should win this matchup, even on the draw. Also, when they are on the play, how you want to copy and draw extra cards? Bro, please. I could leave it for Kami maybe. I could see this being smarter play than what I did. But you know, it's fine. It's fine. We don't have double black for robbery. Alright. They don't have too much power, but it will change. The problem is that they can scale super hard and we have only 2 mana converted cost. So right now we can sweep for 2 unless we want to discard this, which is really, really important. And the counter goes to Dog. Nothing we can do about it. So it's Kylox or Enchanted Creature, right? Yep. I mean, this is a good time for ill-timed explode. Yep, it's ill-timed. It's exactly as in the name. Let's play the second black mana. Alright, this is our card advantage. I don't think we need to play into it. I mean, we will have to go for the throw this. Alright. It's not enchantment, it's spirit. Alright. I could go for Otawara. But I think this is just better, right? I don't want them to draw extra cards. Okay, with the third one I think we can go for it. And before we play the land, we go with this. They will get the Kami back, but it's pretty slow. So Negate shouldn't be very impactful, right? They have non-creature spells, but not ones that really hurt us, I think. And we don't need the coast. Well, we are playing the land anyway this turn, so let's go for the better one. Alright, this will sweep the board. Not the worst, not the worst. And it's super important that we play the coast and we develop, because we need to robbery at some point. Kami. Alright, this will be huge 4/4, I would guess. Okay, Squirrel is not very good here. And I wanted to say, remember that we still have an actual sweeper. So I don't think they can kill us in one turn. I might be wrong, but I will roll the dice. Because on the next turn I can kill everything. Bro, I did it only to hit land. Alright then. I guess we are not hitting our lands. Alright, so we are fully tapped, so they feel confident into playing into the board. The problem is that they don't really scale as much in this turn. They need to deal 16 damage or they lose, and they cannot. So we go Deadly Cover Up, we get rid of Kami probably, because it's super annoying. Okay, very good draw. Man, Deadly Cover Up, insane card. Absolutely insane card. Scoop time. The question is, do we get roped? So far, no. Alright, what do we discard? I don't like Companion, to be absolutely honest. This one can be more annoying over time, so let's go with Kami. Because I don't care about their non-creature stuff. And Library. If you want to copy the deck, enjoy. It's super fresh and never seen before, but the lands are super nice. And that's it. Our opponent just lost and he can scoop. This is a good card. And this is so over. Don't forget, we have one hand from our deck and one hand from his deck. And this is extremely good draw for him and it won't matter. So, I heard you like enchantments. And now we can play more lands. Oh boy. Alright. Alright, guys. That changes a lot. Because I need him to not scoop, because I want to showcase you Rakdos. So our win con is not winning the game, it's too easy. Our win con is trying to give him hope so he doesn't scoop. So we can have cool video. That's the real idea. And it cannot copy itself, right? So I might actually take the damage just to give him more hope. Alright. Well, this is already a 4-4, but I think we still go for it. I played those creatures so he feel... Oh my god, bro, I really... Come on. Oh, he will scoop if I do it. He will scoop at it. Alright guys, for you. I hope we can still win. The game is won. We just cast long goodbye, he has nothing, he scoops. But I want to showcase you Rakdos. And we either draw 2 cards. If he draws now, maybe he has the choice. He has a chance, right? This gives him hope. He will get additional card. Yeah, I cannot take 7 because they will copy the Audacity. But I have 3 cards. Oh, I wanted them to draw better. Alright, go. Pass the turn. Alright, Rakdos. 2 cards. Oh, you can feel how much power it is. Even if they get rid of it, it's already done its job. It traded 3 for 1, man. Even with perfect removal. Sure. But hitting those lands is sweet, man. Catilda. Man, it's not even close. Like, I didn't think this would be so strong, man. And you know what? We'll make some cool robbery, because I think you guys deserve all the coolest plays. Our opponent is fighting for a win. He doesn't realize that it's so over. He's just for the entertainment. Oh, and honk for the day. I kinda forgot. Alright. All I see is ill-timed explosion target. You see Kylox, I see a dead creature. Alright, so we will draw how many? 6 cards at the end step. And this is insane. I have to say, guys, the new cards are absolutely amazing. Let's go for 6, right? 2, 6. And we target our friend opponent. Like, look at this. How can you not have fun with this? Oh man, it's a 5-5? Not really. So, do we have some removal? I think it hurts more when you play their lands, so let's play those. And they will get it, by the way. That's kinda awkward. But you know what? I don't mind. So let's kill this one. When you have so many cards, it's just so easy, man. We want... well, not much of a choice. Alright, so we will play like this. We sweep the board, they get the Kami. However, we can start playing our cool stuff. And you know, I heard Audacity is good. How do you work? Oh, we are fully tapped, I forgot. Alright, and now he will have some hope. He can play this and 5-drop. So this will be a pretty huge creature. And we'll probably... oh, and the dog, instantly. Very good for him. He can chain a lot of value. However, not really happening right now. How many enchantments we can have, man? Let's start with the chase. 10 cards, 11 cards. I will still draw some more. Maybe he gets Catilda or something. Memory Deluge, very nice draw. We played already land, alright. I think we make it like this. This will make it harder for him to attack into us. Well, alright, that was a little bit mistake, right? Because they will just play Catilda thing, and we cannot use instant speed, so we kinda have to go for this play. So my bad. Oh. Oh. What? So I can bargain the enchantment. Alright. I respectfully decline then. So I killed the Kami, right? No, I killed the target. I just killed the target. Whatever they... oh no. I have white mana. Okay, this might be a huge problem. I think I just drew it. Oh no, I thought I have the correct mana. Was that really the only way to tap it? We have so many red sources. How was this the last one? Oh no, they prioritized with the Skrelv, right? I think that's the case. Well, that will be our only loss, but I hope you guys had a lot of fun. So we played it a bit too close to the edge, and the tapper got. I'm pretty sure we had the mana available, but I think because we have this, and this can be played by white mana only or colorless, they decided that this one plane is the most important card because it allows this play, when in reality it was Torch the Tower that was supposed to win us the game. And yeah, we will give good game. A bit painful, but you know, next time we will learn. And yeah, we got the Rakdos trigger, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Everything for content. Alright guys, so I hope I convinced you. We had the game in our back, but we wanted to make it cool with Rakdos, and we would still win after it. But still, the tapper absolutely got us. I've checked, and indeed we had like 4 red mana, and the tapper tapped all of the red mana, so we couldn't cast our win con. So instead of exiling Kami and making his, aura fizzle and getting hit by a dog with 1/1, we instead got hit for 10 with flying. So that's a big difference. However, I really wanted to incorporate this game because I know that you wanted to see Rakdos in action. Even we played it into the removal, we still got very nice value. And yeah, the card is very nice, but also expensive and situational. You always want to cast it when you know that the trigger will happen. So something to think about. We definitely don't need to play it. So first of all, when we talk about the deck, I will get rid of the situational cards and fix the curve here. So basically Rakdos, I think is a very strong card. The fact that you can instantly get 2 cards out of this means that it rates usually 3 for 1, and that's insane, man. And don't forget the trigger happens every single turn, so it's not like it entered the battlefield at the beginning of each end step. Of course, your end step, but each turn. So if they don't answer it, you absolutely just draw your whole deck. On the downside, you don't want to go for the throat on this one. So you generally cast it when your opponent is fully tapped. And yeah, that's one of the cards that definitely doesn't need to be played in this deck. And I'm talking about this because I know you have some limited wild cards, and you probably want to craft this part first if you want to play the deck. And you can just substitute those 4 cards with something else. They are both mythics, so no, it adds to the pressure. But I think Rakdos is a good card. The only question is 6 mana too much? And of course there's a lot of removal in standard right now, so it will generally die quickly. So you know, something that we'll keep experimenting with, but you definitely don't need to play it. And probably you can fit something that, you know, just hits this control gameplay. You can even go Jace and Deadly Cover Up, and that should do fine. On the other side, Kylox Voltstrider card, I wasn't really sure if I want to include it. However, it has such insane synergy with the deck that I felt that if there's a deck type that this will fit in, it's this kind of deck. So we tried. In some of the games it made the difference. The point is that it activates for 0 mana. It's just collect evidence, and at some point we have so many cards in the graveyard that it's not a problem. You have seen that we had like 20 mana of evidence in the graveyard very often. And yeah, the fact that you can even instantly get a 4/4, that, you know, it's like a bankbuster in a way. And also when it keeps attacking, you can basically get 3 cards, because I think Ill-Timed Explosion is the best target for it. We didn't cast the Robbery, but I would guess, because it's not casted for free, so I think you can just choose the X, right? So if you can get this one again, it can absolutely win you the game on its own. So I think it's a very neat card that doesn't cost too much and has incredible upside. However, it's more of a mid-game to late-game card, of course. And of course, you need to survive until then. So against Mono Red, it probably won't be very helpful. Maybe once, but it's hard to take turn off, basically. So yeah, those are the cards that you can replace. The other part, I would consider the core of the deck. I wouldn't really change anything. And yeah, the results were really good. The gameplay was amazing. The fact that Ill-Timed Explosion has 2 modes, and I learned it thanks to you guys. I guess I'm not reading the cards after all. And you don't need to discard cards. So that means you can just use it as a draw 2 in any kind of control matchup, and I think this is an insane advantage. Like, no, this is one of the reasons we are playing 7 sweepers, because they are all useful in every matchup. In every single matchup. That's not the case with the Sunfall. When you hit Sunfall against control, it's like, yeah, you hope they will play the Emperor on some samurais, because otherwise you have a dead card. So I really think this contributed to, you know, versatility of the deck, and with Memory Deluge and some control over the game with Negate and Dissipate, you can usually find a moment to resolve the robbery. This is really huge, because even leaving one extra Negate and this 2 extra mana to protect it means your opponent basically needs to double counterspell every single turn, and that means like 5-6 mana they cannot use ever during the whole game, and most of your opponents will use it and they will tap up to 1 counterspell. That means you can resolve it, so that's a huge deal and usually how you win the game. So guys, I hoped you enjoyed the video. Sorry for the audio thing, I really tried to fix it, but there's not much you can do after the recording of the game. So tell me in the comments if that was okay. We will of course try to not make it happen again. Alright, I'm going in circles. It means it's time to end. Thank you guys for being here. I hope you enjoyed our first Grixis of the new set. I honestly had a blast with it, and yeah. Grixis was never so fun so far, so I think it could be one of the best versions that we had in Standard since months, except this mid-range Invoke Despair thing, but it wasn't really control. So, hopefully you enjoy. Thank you guys, and see you tomorrow.